Have you ever felt like things are running along smoothly and then it happens, the unexpected? Could be personal or business, doesn't really matter. Intellectually, you know you're being tested, but you can feel your emotions beginning to boil. What do you do when the unexpected happens? How do you deal with adversity? Today I'm going to offer some suggestions to help you deal more effectively with the unexpected because we all know it's going to happen. Certain emotionally charged situations are going to test your leadership. An unexpected email immediately makes you furious. A colleague dismisses your input, which infuriates you. An employee disappoints you by not doing what you ask. Someone drops a pile of shit on your plate, right? Or you get a phone call you never want to get. The voice in your head chants, "This is really bad, this is really bad." The human reaction is to defend yourself or immediately try to fix the situation. Without realizing it, you find yourself spiraling into like a major vortex, one that I often refer to as an energy leak. The circumstance, right or wrong, consumes you. It's all you can think about. You can't sleep, you can't eat, your stomach's in knots. Regardless of how much you try, you can't get the situation out of your head. At one point or another, we've all been there. Intellectually, we know our reaction to any experience is our choice, but that doesn't mean it's always easy to control. The bad situation is consuming us. We don't like it, and we don't like ourselves for how we feel about it. Contrary to what you may believe, you can't change the situation. It is what it is. It happened. We may not like it, but it happened. We can't rewind time. The only action a leader controls in any circumstance is if they choose to react or respond to the situation. Your choice affects the outcome one way or the other. Unfortunately, the words respond and react are often used interchangeably in our culture, although they're actually quite different when you put them in action. See, reacting to a situation is like a defense mechanism. It's usually thought of an opposition of something. Reacting suggests hostility, and the very definition uses the word force. A child reacts to their parent's scolding. A person has a reaction to a medicine. On the other hand, a response is something we say in return or an answer we provide. When we respond to a situation, we are in control and fully aware of our actions. Responding suggests thoughtfulness. It suggests intention and respect, allowing space for positive momentum. We all have the power of choice. Too many people spend an enormous amount of time and energy on things that are outside their control. I will tell you from my first-hand experience, this just causes a ton of unnecessary stress and only adds to an already complicated situation. We as leaders need to exercise self-discipline. When things happen that we don't particularly like, we have to remind ourselves in the moment, right, that this is in fact the moment that self-discipline is required. We have to resist the temptation to walk further into that quicksand. Instead, we must redirect our energy and focus onto those things that are important and are within our control. We need to respond, not react to the situation. Our choice will affect the outcome one way or another. If we react, we will spiral deeper into the vortex of the situation, making it increasingly more difficult to navigate. If instead we choose to respond to it, we remind ourselves that we have the power to make the situation better. We can allow ourselves to blame someone or something, which is a reaction that only causes further energy leak, right? Or we can give ourselves permission to show up as the person we aspire to be, knowing that in that moment, we are being tested. You know what? We welcome it. We embrace it. We decide to respond to it with the strength and courage that we didn't even know existed. But the moment we give choice, we choose to respond versus react, we discover that strength. Even if it's only for a brief moment, that moment has a way of increasing in size the moment we accept it for ourselves. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at actually change. Every small and seemingly minor response will make a significant difference in the amount of time and energy you spend by being consumed in the situation. Wishing things were different than they are is a waste of precious time and energy. You have a choice. We have a choice. We can choose to react or respond to any situation. The next time a circumstance triggers that feeling of fear, frustration, annoyance, defensiveness, anger, or any other challenging emotion you can come up with, notice if you find yourself reacting or responding. Give yourself the freedom to quietly practice being aware of the, quote, it's bad story you're telling yourself about the situation. Remind yourself that consciously or unconsciously you are forever giving everything meaning, but you have the power to attach the meaning that is most helpful. Do you want to be the person who responds or reacts to complicated circumstances? Think about that for a second. The choice is yours. If this topic resonates with you, right, and you want to go deeper, I want to help you. I want to buy you a copy of my book, Freedom to Experiment, How to Ignite a New Level of Energy, Focus, and Momentum in yourself and your team. And I say that because I dedicate a whole chapter to this very topic. And I'm confident that there are other chapters that you're going to find equally as valuable. Follow the link in the description if you're interested, and I'll personally sign a copy for you. Okay, if you like what I shared today, do me a favor, give it a like, right? Share a comment related to your business, and of course subscribe, because each week I'm sharing content to help you and your team embrace change, focus your efforts, and accelerate results. Remember this, you're just one idea away. We'll talk to you soon.